All right, you, my friend, as an eloquent marine life expert ready for training in how to go ahead and tell people more about the wonders of our museum. Yep, the wonders. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, this is okay. Maybe we need to do a little bit more to try to like feed people, to try to go ahead and not make this look. This really looks spooky. Like in a couple sections, it kind of looks like a place that hopefully we can have more people. Okay, nope. Okay, we got to check out Jumbo McNally Cutout. Jumbo Megacorp are concerned that their CEO is coming across as a little cold and heartless. No, we're not gonna do that, but maybe the Mudbury Festival sign sponsorship I'll accept at this time. All considering the fact that no, please don't fire. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we might have a little bit of an issue with like potentially losing our museum due to lack of managing our funds. But you know what? We have a hula hooping like fruit tree, and I'm sure that's going to attract a lot of attention again. So we'll put the Mudbury Festival sign over here, and maybe we'll be able to turn things around in no time, especially since we have gone back into the waters of the Wetlandian treasure trove, and we're about to make it rich on my... Oh my gosh, we actually do have a goldfish. I was totally ready not to have a goldfish there. Yes! Never fear, friends! Now's the moment we're absolutely, totally going to be able to make it rich now that we have a second goldfish, even though they have very, very, very low breeding frequency. But that's okay, because we have our first penny, and now we have our first quarter? I need to learn the denominations of coinage. First yen that you might find in other countries. Oh, and we have a RoboCharger 3 now prepared. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, that might bring some attention to this area again. And since we have the Mudbury Festival sign here, let's just temporarily put our RoboCharger over here we'll put it maybe over here. And that's so that, oh my gosh, what did we name our cute little robot last time? We have Keyring, the janitor robot, and we have Tamper to help tamp down the dirt, our brand new security guard robot. Let's add in maybe some entertainment. Wait, my Dowson Dose! What do you mean thieves have just stolen my Dowson Dose? Was it? Oh my gosh, who stole it? I didn't even get a threatening letter from the local thief crews. Okay, all right, so maybe some things are escalating a little bit quickly, but I'm sure we're gonna work this out. Wait. Okay. Okay, I think I need to take out a loan really quickly. We'll take out a small one and we'll see if we can turn this around pretty quickly. Did someone steal my Dowson Dose while I had an employee inside of the chamber? Because if that's the case, we might have a kidnapping issue. We might have a pretty big issue. I think someone just stole that while I still had an employee inside of it. I'm agog. The long pause is trying to process the fact I think someone just kidnapped one of my employees out of one of the Dowson Doses. So if it was the Boggy men coming out of the toilets, then of course stay with me here. This is gonna make sense. I know it's not gonna sound like it makes sense, but it's gonna make sense. But if it was the Boggy men coming out of the toilets, we should go to Wetlantis after all. Not just because I'm desperately hoping that even if we have to spend a lot of extra time avoiding sharks in order to go, I think we're able to get a lot of income from the Archway Ruins and Form Ruins that we can go find. Let's go on a quick expedition there, bring back whatever we can. I I am now going to check our staff list to see. Okay, botany. Somebody's leaving on expedition. We have illness treatment on plant hero Finny. Okay, and we don't have anybody else on illness treatment right now. But I unless Plant Hero Finny, are you? Okay, Plant Hero Finny is being treated for seasickness inside of one of our Dowson doses, which, for crying out loud, those were extremely expensive to make. It might be extremely expensive to buy back. I think I need to send more staff out to just start frantically collecting other things that I think might make more money. Should I send out another group to try desperately? Do I have anybody else? Okay, Plant Hero Finny is being trained, or is being treated for seasickness right now. I think I need to train another janitor in how to help manage the submarine, and maybe investing in gold. Which, that's always something I'm so worried about, because it could be such a scam for some people, and here I am being like, don't worry everyone, the answer is to invest in gold. Yeah, that makes me a little concerned. But let's see, Artist Alari thankfully has firefighting and aerodynamics. Let's have Sunshine Astra go train in Pilot Wings, and hopefully we'll be able to go and get more goldfish, and maybe have more goldfish babies start coming in. And also we have a little water dragon who is a pristine water dragon that I wanted to name Ripple, because that just sounded like a really pretty name, didn't it? And then we have our goldfish who I was going to rename, and now are we supposed to name this one like Broken Piggy Bank? Leaky Piggy Bank? Poor investment. Stolen wallet, lost coin, lucky penny. We have first penny. This one's actually a great goldfish instead of just average. Let's see. So I think we're gonna go ahead and maybe we'll call this one, I guess, lost wallet, or maybe stolen piggy bank, or stolen bank. We'll call this one lost wallet, because I can't believe it hates aquarium ruins. I knew we were going to run into one of those, and if I don't get rid of the aquarium ruins, then my goldfish won't have more babies and we'll be stuck here. And now first penny is worth $8,000, you guys. I think there may be hope. Oh, thank goodness. And the crew from Atlantis avoided the sharks. They have returned. I think there may be hope yet. Did you guys seriously go get pristine? Oh my word. And it's intimidating and to tears criminal activity? Yes! But also look how much it sells for. Double yes! Except this one's pristine, so... What do you mean invalid room for forum ruins? Are you telling me they have to go outside? Really? You're gonna do that to me? No, I refuse. I can't believe that's the way it's gonna be. So you know what? You know how we spent all of that time making this fancy, like, expanded building? Can I remove, like, all of this, please? No? You're gonna force me? Really? You're forcing my hand here. I can't believe that's so funny. We spent all of that time removing the ruins, like removing everything to be able to make a whole building. And now there's Boggy men coming back to steal more of my stuff. The jerks. That is unacceptable, and we're going to tend to that. I am going to put the form. Please tell me there's enough room for the form ruins. Really? All of that effort to clear this away so that we could make a completely internal, really nice building. And here we are having to get rid of them so that we can put down the form ruins. That's so funny. I actually find that hilarious because it feels like I should have expected it. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Well, maybe we can have a little expansion here. And we'll put another, maybe another entrance over, maybe 2 small ones for now. Like one on this side and one on this side. There we go. This is really funny. I can't believe I have to take apart the building that I just built, but that fits for our experience that we've had here at our very first museum. After all, if you all recall, one of the first things we did was accidentally just demolish part of our museum. And we're being targeted by the Boggy Men again. And if I want to be able to get, there we go, the form in, boom. All right. It's intimidating. It's hopefully going to push away some of the thieves. I'm going to immediately put a dust resistance on it because I know these things get quite dusty. It wants a bin, marine life exhibits, kiosks, marine life decorations, and seating because the form ruins are quite fussy that way. Somebody wants $29,000 to get my Douse and Dose back. It's so hard to build those. I'm going to have to pay it. And somebody wants our Pika Lily pads. Yes, take them! I will happily sell my Pika Lily pads that weren't even pristine quality for that much. Wow, that's wild, friends. I think that's hilarious that that was a full arc of chaos. We're gonna have to fight back against the ne'er-do-wells who wish to come and try to mess with us by climbing out of our toilets and trying to steal, like, our spas, the things that keep our staff well and alive. Oceanographer Wolken, Guide Adelaide Faye, you two have proven yourself capable of dragging home gigantic columns that really were very much beyond what I thought your capabilities would have been. Highly impressed. Could you please do us the immense favor of being able to pull it off again? We're going to put down more column pieces. Maybe some more decorations. A new floating fish has been born into Floating Fish Reef. The poor reef. I need to update that area too. All right. So that's amazing. I can't believe this is what they brought home because it's huge. And then I think I can, yes, we can indeed build all across this space. So we might update the ruins around there as well. And we want a bin, seating, a kiosk in order to make the marine life ruins really start popping, you know, just get a little bit of attention, some celebration for how cool they are, maybe some more fountains in here. I don't think unfortunately I can't put the waterfalls on the walls, but we can put down at least a couple more pretty fountains. And I really hope security have spotted a boggyman. Have we caught this boggyman? Yes! You're a local gamer girl! You get a little raise. A very little raise, unfortunately, because we're still working on the whole, like, collecting enough money thing. Oh, and now people want to know more. Okay, look, I'm just gonna pull this little information stand down so people can learn more. And then we'll even pull this one over. Unfortunately, the ruins have already become quite dusty, despite my efforts to prevent such things. But that happens from time to time. The expedition has returned, wonderful, from uptown Wetlantis. Maybe we'll have a nice set of, oh, it's the hot water balloon! Float away on journey towards sea level. While really fun, I definitely could use a little bit of the money that we could get from just the average quality of that. And then can I go back over? Maybe you two are doing such a great job. If you don't mind, maybe thinking, you know, giant stone columns that you need to lug out of the sea this time. That'd be really helpful. I'm gonna get another Douse and Dose down over here. Hopefully we'll be able to deter the boggymen from stealing our stuff again, but I gotta get the money up. And I think, can I get any other expeditions off? I should probably just get some basic quick expeditions, and I'm trying to remember. I think those ruins are one of the best places to make a bunch of money. I also think if we can get the water dragons having a lot of babies pretty quickly, that's a good spot just to have a reliable source of income. Oh, and that's a pretty cheap trip to go out to. All right, Fish Rescuer Abby, if you could go ahead and head out with Pirate April Online. If you guys don't mind, maybe bringing home some cute little fish. It could be a speedy expedition even. Speedy expedition, perhaps? People are really hungry. We might be able to make some good money off of a small cafeteria? I wonder how small of a cafeteria I could sneak in somewhere. Because I think I could get a cafeteria over here. Maybe. The Boggymen! The Boggymen! They're trying to steal another one of our exhibits! Okay, Tamper, come here! Tamper, get him! Tamper, get him! Get him, Tamper! Good job! Tamper saved our little cornet thing. Oh, I gotta get like a security camera put in there as well. Oh boy. All right. Well, oh dear, my money. Okay, let's see. Map kiosk. Maybe we'll get the coffee kiosk. Might be a good thing to have out next to these ruins, especially if people could just like relax and unwind with what they find there. And we brought back giant stone columns from undersea, right? Yes, we did! Woo! Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I think we'll be able to, we're gonna be doing a lot of Wetlantian adventures for a little bit here, but we've got a absolute crew of amazing people ready to go, ready to visit with the ambassadors. And you know what? I do love the idea that we could say that this has to do with fighting back against the Boggymen, and with is that okay? We want to go here, and maybe the Boggymen have been harassing the Wetlantians now that the Wetlantians are known to exist and have all of this beautiful, very, very heavy, very, very expensive cargo. And maybe this is a sign that we're going to become good friends with the Boggymen, and maybe like, oh, I know, we could go ahead and we could make it a goal to try to get some of those suits of armor that the Boggymen have, or not the Boggymen, that the Wetlantians have that deter crime, and just line it up down the hall. How cool would that be? Why? Oh, a seahorse! Aw, now I want to kind of name this little one Knight, because we're talking about like fighting the Boggymen. So this is going to be Knight the seahorse, and he wants to have a clownfish friend. Considering the fact that I could really use basically any additional funds that are of mildly positive ethics at this point, I think that sounds like a great idea. So let's see. But let's try to get another water dragon first. All right. You gotta love how everything just kind of goes a little bit faster and faster with more chaos. And let's have a good, not a Stormy, not a half-wit slacker as a new employee, thank you. Not somebody who's sluggish either. I'm looking for someone to sell coffee to the people who want to come and ooh and ah over some of the, oh wow, that's getting grubby fast. Is it because it's outside? I mean, another dust deterrent, maybe? And another trip to Uptown Atlantis. This is it. We're going to create the Knights against the Boggymen. So we're like another piece of Atlantis strained up from the depths. On the one hand, we could keep it as backup funds. On the other hand, it would be really nice to have the money. So for now, we'll put it to the side And if we need, we will sell that. But I actually do think that getting the wetsuits of armor and starting to line them up all over the place might be a hilariously fun way to say that we're going to be working with the Wetlantians to fight against the Boggyman menace. Maybe they're like bad pirates. And let's see, we're bringing home. Okay, wild botanist Raya, we literally, oh, are you stuck? Is that what's going on? Yeah, that would make me want to quit too. Okay, we might need to work that out. And would you check that out? Those backup ruins, we might have to go ahead and sell after all. But every day, yay, we have a little water dragon again. So we have a Ripple, and now we have another water dragon. I think that it will get along with Ripple, and they might have some cute little water dragon babies. So now we've got Ripple, and maybe we'll have Whirlpool, because there's a little bit of chaos going on. However, that's why we have emergency Wetlantian ruins. Oh, I love how wildly, hilariously, all overly the place silly this place can become, and how often we start reaching for what we know, such as the fish breeding being a really positive thing in theory versus trying to remember what we were working on. There's still tropical fish we haven't even found. Oh my gosh, I absolutely adore this. I absolutely adore this. It's chaos all of the time. I probably shouldn't be smiling as much as I am, but smile away I am. And we should have pirate crews, the Sunken Spirit pirate crews, who can help us working with the Wetlantians to create a seahorse knight force to fight the Boggymen. Boom. That totally makes sense. We don't even have a single supernatural expert yet. That's amazing. Oh, all right. Well, let's see if we can maybe get... Do we want more seahorses? Let's see if we can get our hands on either more seahorses or some more of the water dragons, just to kind of keep things moving along there. Because if we can get the fish breeding going on the side, then we might really be well off there. And we literally have a penny pincher. I think it's our science facility that has the actual penny pincher machine, like the one that you can pay on the side for, that says it's the real penny pincher, the authentic penny pincher. We have to absolutely put it next to our goldfish, where we literally have one named Penny. But like, that's a requirement. And let's make sure we give it some decoration buzz. And I mean, we can not celebrate that, because that's just too cute. Okay, let's see. And if we have our little like spa area, I do think at least a couple plants are pretty important if we're going to encourage a spot where we can say, yes, this is the douse and dose, where we can go ahead and get a dose and a douse of being able to relax, unwind, and recover from the trials of going out on the many daring expeditions. They had a new goldfish baby! It's our first goldfish baby, you guys! We're totally gonna need to check on that little one in a second. I need to put down maybe another fern or two just to point out that, like, we absolutely have to have a comforting and relaxing environment where one can enter the Douse and Dose spa to try to get a dose of tranquility and calm. And we have no money, but that's hopefully gonna be okay. Because now, at least we have a result on our first investment, and it's of average quality, but already worth $3,600, and first penny is now almost worth 10,000. That's gonna be a little bit of a slower build than I thought it would, but it's gonna be a very exciting one. Darn, average quality, huh? You know what? We're gonna be super brave, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna analyze this little one's DNA and release it to the wild, because that's a good thing to do for the sake of knowledge and curiosity. Darn it, I thought I was being really brave and bold right before we got another ruins, and I could be like, plus, look at that, we have the ruins. Good deeds pay off. And actually, it was a hot water, or, well, it was an underwater porcupine hot water balloon. Sometimes I wonder what my beloved husband thinks when we're working through these adventures, because I'll admit they could sound a little bit chaotic to those not familiar with the normal ebb and flow of chaos. But that said, I don't think I came up with a super effective way to be earning more money. But we're doing something. And look at that! At least we have a new floating fish. Good job, floating fish. That's just a lesson. I should probably go ahead and get the fish that breed really quickly and focus on them now, isn't it? That's all right. We'll figure it out. Do I have somebody stuck back here? Oh my gosh, I do. Hopefully that'll help. There we go. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us on what has truly been another one of our somewhat chaotic adventures. I am considering the things we could do to try, like spa point does. We could make another spa point, sprinkler pump, let's see. Beautification beam adds environmental boost, and the memory bank can't do that one right now. Also, apparently I need money for some of these. Well, I'm just gonna sit on my hands for a minute. Hey, but we came back from Uptown Atlantis, and I'm gonna try to focus and remember, okay, Siri, you need to make money. You're going to partner with the Wetlantians, you said. Get those suits of armor, you said. Oh, thank goodness. So that you can go ahead and you can deter criminals and fight against the Boggymen, you said. So, well, we're gonna try to make that happen, because I do think that's cool. We don't have very many of those suits of armor just yet, and I think that that would be a really fun reflection of the fact that we've already done so much research. Let's see, Wetlantian outskirts. We want a wetsuit of armor. We don't have any Wetlantian boats or conches yet. Maybe those would be semi-decent for some of our exhibits. And look at that, guide Miss Fortune Teller can bring some happy thoughts to counter some seasickness and hopefully enjoy just a nice trip out and about to maybe gather up some of those suits of armor. And I wonder, knights. We literally have knights we could have. And there's enchanted, oh my gosh, wait a second. What? Not another one of my dousing doses! Boggyman! It's war.